With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 5.
Now Stidham on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. We wanted excitement. How's that for excitement on the very first play?
Yeah, they had it in their head. They were going to test the secondary right off the bat, but they were up to the challenge, and he had a convoy in front of him.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On second down, Michelle. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh. Go! Get.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey. Squeeze. 5.
On the ground is Michel, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Yeah.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White, and that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Hurry!
On 3rd down, Michel. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Kill. Watch the safety creep. Shot 31.
Now.
Jam.
Shoot.
On the ground, Michelle. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football.
Let's go.
I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready? 60 or.
I don't think you got it, son. Watch twins. Out.
Get up.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Look at me. Go.
That's a what? Sponge. No.
Take go.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And do so. Go. Get that quarterback in. 6'6", bullet high. Now.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line. I'm going to run you over. Watch the ship.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I know you felt that one.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 26.
Now it's Ingram. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, Haywood!
Check 53.
Go!
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Ready?
To throw is Stidham. It's complete. James White. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Watch the clock.
Yep.
Watch the clock.
Watch it.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Ingram. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Bang, 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 bang. Ball try. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
On first down, Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run here with Ingram. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Ingram. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to run with Ingram, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tucker on for the field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited
rare.
is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. On first down, Stidham. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Look at me. Zipper. Let's go. Let's do.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It's John Simon with a sack. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready. Get ready. Mike 54. Rabbit. Hey, alert 3. Neil. You go tight.
This is Ingram. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. First target, first catch, and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Go.
Let's go, D.
After the interception, here's Stidham. Steps away to his left.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Protein spill. Bam. Go.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
218, chop.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shift.
Hey. High 7.
49.
Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete here.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Yes. Let's go.
27, Mike 27.
Hey, box truck. Ready?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. He's got White here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Stidham. It's caught. This is White. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike.
They go play action now. Stidham. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Hey, Charlie. Hey.
Check Mike 27. No gain on this defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. Play action. It's Stidham. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Stidham. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Topper! It's a safety creek.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
I can't believe they didn't let you play. Check 31, check 31.
Hey, orbit. Now.
50 seconds to Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full
Snap.
4th down. Here's Stidham. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Ingram again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Jackson to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch it slant, watch it slant, watch it slant.
Ready?
2nd and 10 now, Stidham. And this one complete to Reed. He's at the 30. 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jordan Reed, 79 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, baby.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
That's what I do. Mike spot 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Running right, this is Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
36. Check.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Joker. Alert 3.
Here's Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 27, Mike
Bravo.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Hustle.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking long for his tight end Reed. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
53 to Mike.
Delta.
53 to Mike. Rip left. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 50. Go. Go. Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike. Watch.
Hit it.
Stidham going for it on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. He was looking for Edelman there. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. Ingram, just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Stidham. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Stidham. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Baltimore, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.